Hi my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara. Today I am finally going to have a play with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Mini Breaker Palette. Now I know that this has been beaten to death and there are thousands of videos out there, but I have not yet played with this, so I'm going to just have a play. I'm not really going to go too in depth with the whole first impressions review sort of thing, because I can guarantee you've all already seen hundreds of videos of the same sort of thing, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but I am going to have a play. I have not even opened this yet. I have not had an opportunity to sit down and film for probably 2 weeks. It's been the school holidays, I've had the kids home, I've been working, it's just been so hectic, I haven't had a chance to sit down and film. And I have not opened it at all. So this is the first time. So I guess this is kind of like my first impression, because I've never seen the inside of it before except on the screen. But I'm not going to really go into an in-depth tutorial or anything. We're just going to have a play because I am so excited. I really want to just do something pretty on my face because I miss it. And the last week or so I've had a really bad breakout. My skin's been hating me really bad. So I've had like quite a lot of really nasty bumps and whatnot on my face. So I had to give the makeup a break for about a week as well, to try and give my face a chance to get over whatever it is that I'd done to it to cause it to just cash out and say, nope, not today, Satan, not today. I am about to open this for the first time. Oh, it's so pretty. Although when I first seen this, I was kind of on the fence. I thought that when Jeffree did his reveal video and he showed the outer packaging of this with the fluoro green box, I thought that it was going to be a mini palette of like neon colours, like bright green, bright yellow, like really like true neons. So when he opened it, I was really disappointed. At first, I was not interested at all in this guy. I was only interested in the Jawbreaker palette. But the more videos I watched with this one, the more excited I got to open her up and give it a go for myself and have a bit of a play. So I think I'm just going to dive right in. What do you think? I'm just going to jump in and put some of this stuff on my face and just make myself feel good today because I really miss it. So I'm going to, I think, dip into, definitely going to start with Double Scoop, this one, just as like a transition shade right above my crease, just to give something to blend into, because I do have a bit of a plan of what I want to do actually. I'm going to clip this side of my hair up out of the way, just to keep it off my face, and just on the very top of my crease, like as high as I want the colour to go, kinda. So already, like, I'm only using like a really light sweeping motion, and that's really, really pigmented. And like, I'm not surprised at all, because it's Jeffree Star we're talking about, and he doesn't muck around, like, he doesn't play games. So not surprised at all. Oh, and just in case anybody wants to know, I'm using a Morphe M332 brush. I don't usually go into detail about what brushes I'm using, because when people tell me, like when I'm watching videos and people mention what brushes they're using, like I don't tend to take note, because you can use whatever brush you would like to use when you're doing your own makeup. I don't think there should be any rules as to what brushes you use. What's everybody else been up to for the last 2 weeks? I know that I did post a video last week that I actually had pre-filmed, and I'm so glad that I had that pre-filmed because I haven't been able to sit down and film. And yeah, so I had that one pre-filmed in case of emergency, which I really should have more pre-filmed, but I'm struggling at this very moment anyway, like with the school holidays, just to sit down and film a video to post. So to have that one sitting there for me to use while I couldn't film was so handy. And I hope you all enjoyed that one too, the Ghost Stories video. I had a lot of fun filming that, brought back a lot of memories, but thankfully didn't give me any nightmares like it used to. So I'm going to go into Orange Crush, this one right here. And also, while I've been on a bit of a hiatus from filming over the last 2 weeks. I've also been, part of the reason why I haven't been filming as well is because I've been trying to set up another filming area, because one of the main reasons why I struggle with finding time to film is because I'm filming in my dining room. So I sit at the table in the dining room and it's sort of in the center of the house. So to get the time to be able to sit down and film without my whole family running around and, you know, causing a ruckus, it's really, really difficult. I've mentioned it before that I usually only film like while my children are at school and when my little one's at daycare on my days off. So I'm finding it really tricky to find the time, especially during the school holidays, because my kids are home 24/7. So I've been working on another spot to film in, and I've bought some furniture. I've bought like a display unit to pop behind me for my background, and I'm going to hopefully, if my plan comes to fruition, like what I've got in my head, I'm going to fill it up with all like my crystals, and hopefully I can display some of my palettes that I've bought since I've started filming, and hopefully it'll be really nice. But it'll be in a place where even if everybody's home, I can go and film and not have to worry about all the background noise. That is looking really cool. I love orange. I've done some really nice orange looks and I really like that. I think that looks awesome. So I think I'm going to see how well they layer, and because I didn't really do that with the Jawbreaker, so I'm going to go into foreplay, this light purple here, just with the same brush. I've cleaned it off just with the 335. I'm going to go just under the orange. I want to see how well they layer, or if they muddy up a little too much. Oh no, that looks cool. That looks really nice, actually. That looks super, super pretty. That looks really nice. I can tell you right now that already so far, I'm feeling a lot more confident than I did when I filmed my Jawbreaker video. That was a disaster and I did not enjoy that at all. And I'm pretty sure that my mood was sort of coming across through the video. You could tell that I wasn't enjoying it, but I still managed to pull off something half decent in the end. If you haven't seen my Jawbreaker video, I'll post a card up above. You can go and check that out because it is a little bit different to most of the other videos that I've seen with the Jawbreaker palette. It didn't go too well at all. So I'm pleased to say that this time it's actually looking really nice. These colours have blended effortlessly. I'm just checking myself out in the viewfinder. That looks really pretty. Really, really pretty. That's awesome. I feel so much better. I think one of the things that I had trouble with the big Jawbreaker palette was that because the colours are all so mixed, matched and jumbled and there's just so many colours, it was hard for me to put colours together and my eyes were darting everywhere all over the palette and I couldn't really combine colours to go well together. So the first attempt that I had, it was just like any colour here, any colour there, and it just turned into a big mess. So I'm happy with this one so far because it's a little bit more curated and that makes me so, so happy. Alright, so I am now going to go in with Purple Punch, the one in the centre, the really dark purple. Wish me luck. So I'm going to pop it just on my outer corner. Hopefully I can deepen it up enough because I want to use one of those shimmers on my inner corner. The shimmers are quite dark, so I don't want a darker inner corner than my outer corner, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a tiny little bit of fallout with this purple, but it's not terrible. And I did learn with the Jawbreaker that it's a good idea to tap off your brush because there's a lot of kickback in the pan and some of these darker shades can have quite a lot of fallout, and same as the shimmers. The shimmers can have quite a lot of fallout. So that's looking beautiful. Yeah, so what's everyone else been up to? Let me know because I miss you all. I really, really miss you all so much. And I would love to know what you're all doing. Like, if you're in Australia and you've got kids, or you don't have kids, like what have you been doing for the June, July holidays. Have you done anything exciting? Anything fun? And if you're in the States, what is anything going on this time of year in the States? I actually wouldn't have a clue. But I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear about it if there is something going on. So yeah, I'm adding that purple into my outer corner and then just running it right in to the crease area there. I think the purple's a little bit patchy just here, but I don't know if that's the eyeshadow or if that's me. Because I have like wrinkly eyelids, the brush tends to skip a little bit. So I'm just working on blending that out, and there's a little part right there that the colour just doesn't want to stick to. And I've actually seen a lot of people having the same issue with just like this little area on the outer corner having trouble with the colours sticking. So I'm going to pick up a bit of a denser brush. This is like a round crease brush, and I'm going to saturate the colour on that brush and see if I can tap onto there just to cover that. And that seemed to work, but now I have to blend it out. So I might just go back into the pink Foreplay and just blend it really carefully, otherwise I'm gonna, yeah, see it's sort of started to lift again. That's weird, but I'm gonna go back into Orange Crush as well and just bring back those other shades and go back into that double scoop, which is like a mustardy colour. I don't want too much of that on my brush because it's just supposed to be like a transition shade. So yeah, that's, I think, I don't know, it's kind of like really patchy just here. Can you see that? That's really annoying. It hasn't really done it on this eye. This eye doesn't look too bad. Okay, so I'm pretty happy. I think it looks so pretty. And I am now going to do some shimmers on my lid. So I think that these look pigmented enough to go on the lid without having to do a cut crease, because I really don't want to do a cut crease. I just don't enjoy doing a cut crease very often because I'm not that great at it. So I'm not going to do a cut crease. I'm going to attempt to use Oral, it's this one, and hope for the best. Hope it doesn't need something underneath. So I'm going to pick this up just on a chisel shadow brush. It's like a flat packing brush. It picks up really nicely, but I know that it needs to be wet just to help it stick, because Jeffree's shadows, his shimmer shadows in particular, are so crumbly. So I'm just going to, and it's already, I felt a bit fall on my face, so gotta be very, very gentle. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely stunning. I kind of feel like I'm doing a look that has been done over and over and over again, but that's okay because it looks awesome. You don't have to be 100% original. I have learned, especially like on Twitter and Instagram in the beauty community, it's actually considered like very, very rude to copy somebody's unique look and not credit them. So it's okay to do somebody's look or recreate a look that you've seen before, but you must credit them. You must credit the original artist. And it's just like an unwritten law within the beauty community. And I think that that's great. Like, if the original artist has come up with something that people want to recreate, then they obviously deserve the credit because, you know, it's worthy of recreating. But something like what I'm doing today, I actually haven't seen a specific makeup artist or YouTuber or anybody create this specific look, but I just feel like, going by the colour story in the palette, that it's going to be very similar to a lot of looks that have been done. But I just wanted to put that out there in case somebody has seen a look similar or the same. Just, yeah, let you know that I'm not copying anyone. I just know that, yeah, because we've only got 9 shades and it's all pretty curated, like, to work together, that most looks are going to be very similar. But that looks amazing. And I am loving it. Loving it. Looks awesome. So I think I need to really quickly get rid of some of the fallout because I can feel it sitting on my face. And I always struggle with this. Does anybody have any tips on how to remove fallout without it like just smudging everywhere? Because I see other people that do it and they can sweep. Oops. I'll be right back. Drop my brush. But yeah, as I was saying, I see other people that sweep away fallout with their brush and it's perfect. There's no colour left on their face. But whenever I do it, it just smudges. Doesn't matter what brand I'm using, the colour just smudges across my face. And it has, with this purple metallic shimmery shade, it has spread across my face. It kind of looks like I'm wearing purple highlighter, which is so weird. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's very weird. I can see like part of this shade here has gone to my lower lash line, so I think I have to continue that. Otherwise I'm going to have to clean it, and I don't really want to, so I'm just going to use that same shade, and I'm going to go... Oh, it's a bit burny. Oh. I do have that trouble with some of Jeffree's shadows, and it's always when I put it on my lower lash line, it burns my eyes. Only for a second, so it's like not, I don't have to worry about it, I don't think, and it's not enough for me to stop using the shadows, but it is a little bit uncomfortable to start with. I don't particularly like it. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints with Jeffree Star's formula, is that it tends to burn my eyes, but only when I do the lower lash line. That's it. Like, it doesn't do anything, doesn't affect me at all when I put it on top. So I'm just going to use the same brush. I've cleaned that off. I'm going to go, like, I've got the purple punch, which looks really bad just there. But I'm going to continue that down onto my lower lash line as well. Hopefully that'll help make it not look as bad. And I might, while I'm there, just try and pat some more colour in there. That looks a little bit better. I'm so sorry if you've heard me sniffle a couple of times. I don't know if I'm getting sick or if, like, I've just got a bit of a runny nose, and if I happen to miss editing out a sniffle, I'm really sorry. I know, because it's so gross. I hate hearing people sniffle and cough and whatever on camera and they don't edit it out. It's just not nice to listen to that when you're watching a video. So if I have missed one, please know that I am very sorry. But for whatever reason, my nose is running like a tap, and I probably sound really nasally, like I'm talking through my nose. So I've just decided to fix that little patchy bit, and that looks so much better. So I'm a lot happier with that now. And I think I'm almost done. I don't think I need to do a lot more. I really want to add a little something just to the centre. I think I want to add this gold shade, which is called Slice. Just a touch. Like, I don't want to go overboard because I don't want to, you know, take over that oral shade. At least this palette doesn't have any swear words in it. Like, it's got some words that could be sort of considered a bit adult, but at least there's no swear words. And I mean, I'm not innocent at all when it comes to swearing, but I'm trying really hard not to do it on my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding a little bit just to this, like, this little area here. It's like the 3/4 mark of my lid. And I'm doing that because I seen a video a little while ago, and the girl in the video was saying, you know, people forget that just adding a little bit of something just there can look really pretty, and it's often an area of the eyelid that is forgotten. And I thought, I'm going to try that. I can't remember what video it was, but if I can find it, I will definitely link it below. So that looks really cool. That looks really cool. I like that. I like it a lot. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Purple Punch again with a nice dense flat brush, because it's lifting again, and just pat it, and hopefully it's not, it just won't stick to that area, and I don't know why. I suppose this side looks okay. I think I'm just going to have to leave it because no matter what I do, it won't stick. Does anybody know why that's happening? Because it's really frustrating me. It just makes the whole look patchy. Okay, I'm done with the shadows. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 9 shadows. And I'm really happy with how that's looking. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put on some liner, mascara, and I actually have some lashes. I really want to see if I can put these little suckers on. If not, then I'll just come back with mascara and we'll see. But I will be back in just a jiffy. Okay guys, I'm back and I am so pleased to tell you all that I have created something successful and beautiful and pretty and I feel great. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Compared to how the first attempt went with the Jawbreaker palette, I think this is a success. It looks so pretty. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this a success this time? Or did you prefer the second look I did with the Jawbreaker palette? Let me know. Let me know if this is too much because, I don't know, like half of me feels like it's too much. The other half thinks stuff it. I could probably put more. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is it just enough? I mean, like colour-wise, like is it too much for my face, for my features, or does it look great? Because I feel like it looks great. On my lips, I just used my favourite lip gloss from MCO Beauty. Everybody that watches me knows that this, to me, this is my holy grail lip gloss. I haven't tried the Jeffree Star lip glosses because I absolutely refuse to pay $28 Australian, not including shipping, for one lip gloss. No ma'am, I am not doing that. I would love to try his lip glosses, but I just refuse to pay that for a lip gloss. So I stick with my good old MCO Beauty, which cost me $2.50. I just chucked this on just over my naked lip because I didn't think that this look needed a very bold lipstick. But yeah, I'm really happy and I love this palette. I see myself being able to use this more than the Jawbreaker palette. As much as I love the Jawbreaker palette, even after my disaster, it did redeem itself with the second look that I created, but I still feel extremely intimidated by that palette. And I definitely need to play with it some more off camera just to build my confidence with it using those, not so much those colours, but it's that layout and having that many shadows to choose from that are, every single shadow is just so different. So it really does intimidate me as a, you know, beginner. I'm starting to, you know, develop some skills. So I kind of feel a little bit guilty still referring to myself as a beginner, but I'm also not comfortable with calling myself anything else but a beginner. So I'm sort of stuck on, you know, what am I? Who am I? Where did I come from? Do you know what I mean? I am super impressed with this little guy, and I do see myself using this not only for its size, because it's just so much easier to pull out and use. It's going to take me a lot less time to create looks, especially everyday wearable looks for work and things like that, because there's only 9 shades. There's only so much you really can do with it. I mean, you could do infinite looks with it, but all with the same colour. It just depends on where you put the colour on your eye. Like, you create different looks. But I find myself, I believe that I'm going to probably be grabbing this a lot more just because I think that it's going to be easier to manage. Size-wise, colour-wise, and this will probably be in my makeup case with my everyday makeup for a little while, I think, because I really enjoyed doing this. And it's a stark comparison to how I felt about doing the Jawbreaker video. I just didn't enjoy that at all. But in saying that, I would really love to have another play with it on camera to see if, once I've had a play with it and done a few things with it off camera, I want to get on camera just to see if my whole demeanour changes and the vibe that I'm giving off on video, because I do know that the vibe that I had in the Jawbreaker video was not very nice. Like, it just didn't feel like I was having fun. And that's the whole point of this stuff, is to have fun, not to be stressed out, which that it did. It stressed me out a lot. So yes, that's in the works. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for being so patient and waiting for a video. I appreciate that so much. Hopefully I'll get my new filming area set up in the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting for the furniture to arrive that I've had ordered, and I'll get my husband to build it all, because I'm pretty sure it all comes flat packed. Once we get all that sorted out, I shall have a new filming space where I can go and sit and film any time of the day or night. Hopefully I can start putting out more content, because once a week I just feel like is not enough. I would love, well, there's no rule to say how many videos you have to put out every week, but for my own personal self, like, I'm loving this all so much that it really is hurting my heart to know that I can only do this once a week and post content once a week. So once I get my new space set up, hopefully I can film whenever I ding dang want, and hopefully you'll all see this mug a little bit more often. Go and do something kind for somebody, guys, and make sure that you do it with a smile, because I absolutely guarantee that when you do something kind for someone else, it'll make them feel good, it'll make you feel good, and the whole world will feel like a lovelier place to be in. Love you all. Bye!